Alright, so here's the tea. I think, and I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly certain that I have just found a fake job posting on LinkedIn. So, here it is here. The job posting is for video editor at CNBC in Washington, United States. I go to CNBC. CNBC, I mean, it's a real thing. You know, it's the news broadcast publication thing. They have a real LinkedIn page, and they are obviously a real organization. They're on TV. The thing is, this job posting isn't real, and how do I know this? Well, number one, this guy, Robin Bruner, it says he's the human resource manager at the History Makers, which is not CNBC. And if you look at this profile, this is his profile, quote unquote. First of all, there's barely any content here, right? He's got 4 connections. There's no cover image. I'm going to get to this picture in a minute, but there's no cover image. There's no poster activity. And this is his experience that he has. There's nothing else. There's only one experience. It says Human Resource Manager at the History Makers. Now, the thing about LinkedIn is that you can go on your profile and just in your headline, you can put it that you work anywhere. And there's really no checks and balances for that, which is a little weird, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can really put it anything right here. If I wanted to put on my LinkedIn profile that I was President of the United States, I could put it there. They wouldn't stop me. It's just a headline. So, you see this man here, you see what he looks like. And it says he's the Human Resource Manager at the History Makers. Well, the History Makers is the nation's largest African-American video oral history archive. Now, I don't doubt that a white person could be employed at one of these places of business, but it set off some alarm bells in my head. First of all, this guy's employment, nowhere does it say CNBC. It says the History Makers, which, if you cannot tell, is not CNBC. It's the History Makers. First of all, this guy doesn't work here. Second of all, that's not even this guy's name. I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, you see it has some content here, some posts here. I don't doubt that the History Makers is a real thing. I didn't look them up because I'm not really trying to look them up. This is this fellow's image. It's quite small here. I was feeling real sus about the whole thing, so I reversed image searched the picture, and I found Robert F. Bruner, not Robin. His name isn't Robin. His name is Robert. And he is a professor in the business administration for the University of Virginia. He does not work at the History Makers. This man is real. He's alive. He exists. But he does not work at the History Makers, and he certainly does not work at CNBC in Washington, D.C. Now, another thing about this particular job posting that was sus is that usually big companies like CNBC have their own job portal where you can go and you can apply for jobs there. Usually it's available to the public and also people inside the company so that they can apply for jobs there. This is Indeed's Easy Apply. Basically, you click it and you put in some information. It's very easy. You don't have to go off the site. It's a couple of clicks and you're usually done. A weird thing about the Easy Reply is the questions that it asks me. It asks me for my basic information, it asks me for my resume, but it also asks me how many years of work experience I have using Facebook and YouTube, which is interesting. Now let's look at the job posting itself. It's pretty basic stuff, not a lot of information here. Usually with job postings, you'll have a bunch of information about the company and some stuff about working at the company and the company's mission and all the stuff that I usually skip because I'm trying to get to what I'm going to be doing at the job in question. There's nothing about that there. We know that it's CNBC, it's remote, which I suppose could also be another red flag, but you know, in these times, there are a lot of legit remote positions, so I'm not gonna, that wasn't what got me. Also, it looks like 70 people have already applied to this, which is unfortunate. So let's just read the position summary, shall we? The video editor will be responsible for assisting in the planning, execution, and troubleshooting of live and recorded events. The role will also be responsible for capturing, editing, and repurposing audio, videos, and podcasts, managing live stream, questions and comments, and editing corporate media projects. Essential duties and responsibilities. Other duties may be assigned. compress and prepare video for various usage, management of live stream videos including watching for comments and questions, create graphics and assets for live event production, experience streaming RTMP signals to destinations such as Twitch, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Vimeo live stream, which is interesting considering this is CNBC, which I know they do stream online. Maybe, I don't know, I don't watch CNBC, but I would assume like other places like NBC and CNN, they stream online, but usually it's on their sites. They do some stuff on YouTube, but certainly not Twitch, and certainly not Vimeo, because nobody's on Vimeo. Keep abreast, research, and implement new editing technologies and industry best practices to maximize efficiency, execute editing and graphics needs, and provide expertise, knowledge, and creativity to meet project goals and needs, review content for accuracy, and maintain video archives, maintain all gear and equipment, ensuring all programs and applications are functioning and consistently updating operational. Employment type, full-time. There's nothing else there. So, CNBC, this is real company, we know this. Robin Bruner, fake person, his name is Robert, and he does not work for CNBC or the History Makers. And the application method is just false. We don't know who this is going to. It's going to Robin Bruner. I'm assuming that's how it works on LinkedIn. I don't know, I've never posted like a job or whatever, but I'm assuming that's how it's going to work. It's going to go directly to this fake person who doesn't exist. Now, let me show you what CNBC's job portal actually looks like. They use this thing called Brass Ring, which a lot of companies use. I think NBC Universal uses it. I think maybe Warner Media as well, but this is what it looks like. These are all the jobs that they have. And now let's just go through and see if they have any video editor positions. Now this says editor, but it's usually like more on the journalism side, not video. They have a digital video and social media intern, which is not the job posting. Let's see. This is, again, writing. Producer, vice president, and oh look, there are no video editor positions. And I mean, I don't really see any. Let's see if I can sort by city. Yeah, there's not even any in Washington, D.C. that I can see. So, I'm not entirely sure what information you can get from this other than, I guess, look into the person that is posting a job posting. I don't know if CNBC posts jobs on LinkedIn. They do have a couple jobs here. One of them is the fake job for video editor. The other one's for digital producer. Let's just have a look at that. What's this going to do? It's a temporary job. Sophia Fraioli. Yeah, that's the person who posted it, who's the manager of digital content. This might be a real person. I don't know. But what I do know is that Robin Bruner, all caps by the way, very strange, not a real person. Sophia might be a real person. See, okay, this one actually might be real because it does have a lot more information about, CNBC and what they do. So this one might actually be a real job posting. It's just a little sus that the person who posted it doesn't have a profile picture, but I don't know. And it's based in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, which I guess they're based there. I don't really know. I can't say whether or not this particular job posting is real or not. All I know is that this one is 100% fake and 70 people have already applied to it. So I'm going to report it because it is a scam. So hopefully they'll get it taken down. I've been a victim of a fake LinkedIn job posting before, and, I saw this one while applying for jobs because obviously I still don't have one. So, it looked weird. I wanted to look into it, and sure enough, it was weird, and it's super duper fake. I mean, it's really sad that people are out here scamming people, desperate people like myself, and just people who are down on their luck looking for jobs. And I'm not really sure why LinkedIn isn't doing a whole lot to verify the people who are posting jobs. I mean, I don't even know what can be done about it, but if you are looking for jobs on LinkedIn, all I have to say is be careful, check and double check that the people posting the jobs are actually real people, because what they'll do, and what happened to me last time, is that they'll use real companies that do actually exist to post jobs, and I really don't know how it works, but they'll pose as a real company, and they'll maybe set up a fake account such as Mr. Robbins. His actual name is Robert, and they'll set up fake accounts and start posting jobs under these companies. Again, I don't know how it works, but that's how they're doing it, and, you know, especially if it's a big company like CNBC, that one was pretty easy to spot, but the other one wasn't. It was kind of a small to medium-ish production company, and I thought it was a real posting, and I went entirely too far into the application process with them. I'm not gonna spill the whole beans on what happened and how it happened, because honestly, that's embarrassing, but this is what they're doing these days, I guess. That's gonna be it for me. This is kind of an impromptu video. I was planning on making a video about employment scams, but I didn't expect that I would catch one kind of in the wild, you know? So that's gonna be it for me. Various links in the description, and I'll see you next time, I guess.